I want to present y'all our new area for our Playmakers and Shakers, y'all. Yo, cheers. Well, welcome in to the Playmakers, the very first episode, version 1. We can get Anaconda up in here. The game dev of Cherry Jump tonight. We get the chance to talk and interview. Oh my god, I'm excited. We're gonna do a little intro. We're gonna play the game. We're possibly gonna do some challenges, y'all. We get some inside scoop. And if we're lucky, some secrets. We're gonna do a trivia game with the audience. Y'all and the game dev both can play along in the chat. We'll do a raffle, the giveaway. Make sure to give them a follow, show some love. Took their time to be here with us tonight. So, yeah, y'all. I was gonna say it's morning for you. Get your coffee. I got orange juice. I should have cherry juice, but I don't have cherry. I have orange juice tonight.
Oh, how you doing today?
I'm
Well,
good.
good. It's night for you, right?
It is.
Nice,
how,
nice.
how do you like cherries? I brought you some cherries.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Looks good. Oh, this is so cool.
But yeah, I'm super excited. So why don't we start?
Yeah, so I'm Heinrich Venter. Very hard to pronounce if you're not like an Afrikaans speaking person, but most people just call me Hein. I'm from South Africa. Basically, I'm a software developer by day and indie dev by night, or just like gamer by night, if you want to call it that. Got a big love for games. It's a big part of my life. And yeah, I think computers have been a big part of my life in general. So yeah, that's a bit of who I am.
And yeah, tell me about your game that we're presenting tonight. So a little bit of cherry jump.
Cool. Yeah, so Cherry Jump is my very first game that I released on Steam. It was the result of me wanting to learn how to release something on Steam. Yeah, I've got this rule where I try and at least dedicate 2 hours a day to learn something. And in I think it was like August somewhere last year, I had to find something new to learn. I was on my new project, my new whatever, and Cherry Jump was kind of the result of learning Godot. I just picked up Godot, said, you know what, I want to figure out how this engine works, see what the fuss is about, and don't really have any prior game engine experience before that, other than trying to build my own. But that was just like again a little side project. But for Cherry Jump, it was more let's learn Godot, let's see what we can do. And the easiest thing for me to pick up or to learn was a 2D platformer. And you look at what assets you can get, and Cherry Jump is kind of a game that I built on as little as like I don't have money for games like to develop them or not even to buy them. And yeah, so I tried to get the best assets I
I
could
hear
for
you.
free or wherever I can. And like I think I just had to pay for the music in the end of the day. And then I just like shout out all the artists throughout the game, which is like my approach. And I
Yes.
just
Let's
built a
go.
2D platformer. Yeah. And the big thing about Cherry Jump is it's a cute, fun 2D platform if you like speedrunning. To get to the end of the level is not hard most of the time, and it's about getting to the end while collecting all the cherries with a good time. Or it's like getting to the end without getting any cherries, which is one of the challenges in the game. So yeah,
Oh.
it's a fun 2D platformer. Got its own little challenges. Has its own characters that you can unlock with their own little abilities. And yeah, very frustrating at times. I do warn you. But I think that's part of playing platformers. But yeah,
Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. We were talking about earlier, um, what was their last platformer we played? Or what was,
yes, yes.
your favorite platformer?
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general. So, yeah, and I think the last one that at least I could remember was probably Ori for me. Have you played that yourself, or what was the last platformer you played?
Well, the last platform I've played recently is obviously now Cherry Jump. I played it a bit over the
Yeah.
weekend again. But Ori is definitely in my top favorites. I'm not a person that usually finishes a game in general, but I mean Ori is one of the games that kind of got me going very far in the story.
Ooh,
And it's done really well on the art. So yes, no, I do love Ori, and I really think those people did a really good job on it.
right.
But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, they did excellent. I don't know if I've finished the whole thing, but I did get kind of far in it. I don't recall
yeah,
finishing the whole thing. I mean, that's a tough game too. It's not like
yes. I
yeah.
find with platformers, it's very difficult. Well, I think that's part of the art to balance frustration versus reward. And Ori has the visuals, so it's part of the rewards, and then they make it just a bit more frustrating, but it's cool. And
Yeah.
and I think level design is one of the trickiest things to learn.
Mm.
um, and to be able to get a player to be interactive with whatever you design is very difficult. But it's art. Yeah. Are you gonna give it a go, and then I watch you at first, or
Yes.
what are you planning? And you say you've got a controller that you're gonna play it with.
Yes.
You said like before. And yeah, to me that it's um it's interesting to see people play on different, like, I wouldn't call it platforms, but controller inputs. Um People
Mm.
that play it on PlayStation, like the experience is different than people that play it on the Xbox controller. But I mean, I
Okay.
tried to streamline it as far as possible, but yeah, um the controls just like it's different. Yeah. Which one are you playing with? An Xbox or a PlayStation?
Xbox. Okay, so I did put
I've
my
played.
name.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Okay. Let
Um,
me show the bigger screen. Sweet. Okay. We're just
so,
gonna get right into it. All right. So I usually the first thing that I tend to do, and I think a lot of uh people do, is go to the setting.
oh, yep.
And I like that your settings, when you come in, you don't blast it a hundred
Audio.
percent. Yeah. A
Yep.
lot of you know what I'm talking about? I just have it like
That's
blasted.
the biggest fear for me with next fest is like hurting my ears, you know.
Right? Oh my goodness. Okay, what is
Yeah.
this move acceleration? This makes it faster?
It's the rate. It can give you a bit of a better time in some levels, but it's basically when you play on the
What?
keyboard, especially the rate at which you accelerate to your max speed. So everybody has the same max speed, but if you feel that the keyboard is too fast, you're falling off of the edges, or you feel that the keyboard is too slow, it's too sluggish, that's kind of what that move acceleration is for. And I do believe it does also impact your controller. You'll feel the controller will be a bit more sluggish if it's too slow. But it's just for everyone's preference. It's your acceleration.
Okay. Okay, so the show
Yeah,
Ghost, I think you've already told me what it is. Why don't you explain to us what this is? The show
yeah,
Ghost.
yeah. I see the UI is a bit buggy there. But the show Ghost is essentially, especially for those people that like to time trial themselves, it's a setting that just enables the ghost that's your pure personal best. Or you can kind of on the leaderboard enable the ghosts of other people. So if you want to see what the person above you did, you can enable their ghost. And if you run, it's just like you'll see the ghost run in front of you, the path that they took. In the end of the day, there's multiple ways of finishing the same level. It's just how many cherries do you want to get, and how fast, how good of a time do you want to get. But yeah, being my first game, I am very, like, sometimes very critical of myself, and I do think that this game doesn't have a very good hook in terms of making people like addicted to it, if you want to call it that.
Mm.
Because it's a frustrating game, it kind of tends to like get people to play it up until a point, and then they're like, "Oh, I've had enough." So yeah, it's quite interesting to have or find ways to get people to come back. You know, replayability, having a leaderboard, showing the ghost. Um, but yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
Cool. I yeah wanted to add a little effect there to for the loading screen, but I mean it's just squares.
Ooh. Oh, so this is what I had before, huh? Where'd that go?
Yes, yes.
Look
That's your
at
previous personal best, yes. And to get on top of the
that.
leaderboard is about
Oh.
you need
What
to
is
get more cherries and then a better time. But yeah.
okay.
So
Oh
yeah.
no. Okay.
And this level is just kind of to teach you the basic mechanics of the things that you'll find in the world. So you've got that little face that you can hit into. You've got the jumping pad. You've got the candles. And that face enables like I don't want to give anything away too much, but I
Okay.
mean, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is just a mess around level more than a speed running level.
Got it. This is like tutorial level almost.
Yes, yes.
Ooh. This is a fan.
Yeah, a
Eee.
huge fan.
No, I messed up. I can start all over again. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. And one of my design rules that you'll see throughout the game is I don't like to spoon feed the instructions that much. So knowing that you can restart the level is something you'll experience intuitively and like find as you go along.
I made it to
So
the
that's kind
leaderboard.
of hey, look at that.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Nice, nice. Yeah,
What?
I think
Let's
I think there's a
go.
total we the my original goal with the game because it's my first one on Steam was like if I can sell 10 copies, I'm happy. So there's a total of like I think 30 people now that are playing the game. So well done.
That's
You're
awesome.
8 out of 30 people. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
that's quite good.
god.
Yeah.
Hey. Let's
And like
go.
I think you're sub 4 seconds, so you can kind of push that last bit very easily.
Right?
But yeah,
That's
yeah.
fun.
Me trying
Of
to
course you're
promote
number
competitive.
one. Look at who look who's right there. Who's right there? Right there.
Uh, yeah, and I think this is also like for me, and you'll see Kragel's there at the top, and then I think I'm not sure where. Yeah, Navro, I think is that third guy, Nairo, whatever. The three of us kind of really compete on this level to get a very. It's a very technical level, so there's like certain ways you can fidget the start to get a bit like 1 extra millisecond here or there. So yeah, it's if you do like competitive speedrunning, this level is a nice one for a technical thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. I mean, top 10. Like, do we just end game here or no? Okay,
Winners know
jump.
when to stop.
Right? Jump here. All right, here we go. I mean, this I must have got used to the because when I got your game, when I tested it, I had just gotten my controls, so I haven't gotten used to it just yet. So I got about a
Cool.
month or so, a couple weeks to get used to it. I do feel like I gotten used to it.
Nice. Well, it it might be the skills picking up, you know.
You know? I'm gonna blame the
Yeah.
controller.
Uh,
Oh no.
nice.
Okay, so like how many, let's see. We have to count. Oh, this is the one level I saw you play. Oh, this is the hard level. You did like, okay, wait, you did, how did you? Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? I'll take that. No!
It- it's really nice to see. Hey, I mean, you just did it there with
Oh
no
my
effort.
gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, what happens now? I missed one. Ah! Ah!
So there's a bit of a mechanic
Ah!
with a jump pad
Okay.
that you kind of experience now, like by accident, which is the intuitive way.
Like the double jump or the
Yeah, I think there's like 3 different heights you can get on the jump pad. The one
oh.
is just like landing on it, and
Oh
then
wow.
depending on, yeah, that was the one that you just did now. And then if your timing is just right, you can kind of get like a super jump, and it's like 3 times.
Huh.
But yeah,
Okay. Huh? Okay. That's kind of cool though. Hey.
yeah.
Hey. So the ghost shows the best time. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
your personal best, yes.
Yes. Oh! I thought I was gonna do that. I thought I was gonna do it. I thought I was gonna do it. Oh! Oh!
Then, yay! Where's that last one? Oh, there we go.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Okay, 31, what is it? 31 seconds? Okay. I mean, come on. Easy.
It's it's really not bad for a, let's say, a beginner, but you're a bit more than a beginner.
Right. I don't know about that. I mean, I'll take the compliment. Thank you.
Much a pleasure. Yeah.
So,
And now, yes.
oh, okay. So Findo had asked in the audience, said, was this developed specifically with speedrunning in mind?
Yes, it was.
Mm.
In the beginning, when I started building out the game, it was just learning how to do a platform and how to build it, the jumping mechanics so that it feels nice. And then I felt that it's a bit boring now. I just have this thing where I can run around. What makes it fun? And for me, specifically for me, the competitiveness makes it fun. And I mean, to add a timer was a matter of minutes to add it into the game, and that immediately made the game so much more fun. Where it was like, okay, cool, no, we need to do it with a timer. It needs to be about speed running, and from like very early on, it was about speed running.
Okay. What have you ever break any speedrunning records before?
I've been able to break any speedrunning records before.
Yeah. Like, do you play any other speedrunning games?
No, not at all.
Oh.
So this is my first, let's say, introduction to the speedrunning community as a whole. I did like get to meet a lot of people throughout the world that like speedrunning because of this. Hey, look at that! You're number 6. Well done. Very, very nice. Yeah. It's so speedrunning is it's like new to me in an extent. But
Okay.
I've known about the world of speedrunning before. But yeah, never really played those type of games.
Okay. Yeah. Do you watch speedrunning? Like, have you seen any like speedrunning like videos or anything? That's some crazy ones out there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I do like to watch speedrunning games of like, let's say, Half-Life or like the role-playing games that I've played before as a kid, or you know. Then I've played Half-Life and it took me weeks to finish the game, and then you see this guy do it in 20 minutes or whatever, and you're like, okay, cool. So you can break the game by doing that. That's cool.
Right?
Yeah, I would love to see people, speed run cherry jump in a very strong competitive sense, but I don't think it's got the finesse for it just yet. It's not Mario. Yeah. But yeah.
But it's still really cool. Let's see. Oh my god, that is really high up there. Oh wow, that's so cute.
Do the little flip. Oh yeah.
Huh, okay.
It's yeah. You don't always get the animation.
Interesting. He says you'll be able to run this on your laptop. The chat's has a couple questions for you.
Oh yeah, I need to remember to watch the chat. I actually forgot about that. Sorry.
No,
Let
it's
me
all
have a look.
right.
Yeah.
No,
So yes,
I got you
I
with that.
think. Thank you. The lighting effects is a bit inefficient, so you can probably run it on your laptop, but I have seen some of the levels being a bit, especially when it comes to speed running, you want those frames. But a bit sluggish because of the lighting in it. There's too many candles sometimes. But I mean, if you've got a form of a GPU in your laptop, I think you should be good. If you're running it on the CPU, I think, yeah, it might. You just run it at the low res. You should be fine. Don't let the cute 2D platformer be deceiving of being no graphics. Yeah. I would say like I use the basic shaders of Godot, and I don't know how efficient they are. But yeah, it looks like you can run it on a Pi.
Well, hi there, Rich and Art. Cheers. Welcome in. Welcome in. Those that are new are coming into the channel. We got Anaconda from Cherry Jump in the house. A shout out here. Yee, Cherry Jump. Put that together. And a little giveaway that we got going on. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And let's continue on. So
I see we've got a few
saw that
speedrunners in
there's
chat. Sorry, yeah.
There's speedrunners.
Well, I'm just looking at Alex Remix saying he was in the top 10 of a few games there.
What?
But yeah.
I didn't know that. Alex, what?
Nice.
You guys mentioned your game when we were watching the trailer, Dance of Necromancer. Have you heard of that before? I'm not sure if I've heard of that.
It sounds familiar. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Saw you on. About to head to bed for sure. Yo, cheers.
You must enjoy. Yeah. The concept of going to bed feels so weird to me now. So this is actually one of my favorite levels in terms of the amount of ways you can do it. So when I did the little speedrunning thing, competing with Craigle, essentially one of my friends now. I would like get a path and that would be the best time, and then he would get a path and beat it by like a second, and then I would look at how we did it and it was so different, like a completely different start from mine, and then it just became my favorite map in the sense that you can replay it in so many ways and rethink it. But yeah.
Okay. I could see that. Oh my god, everything is up there. I only have half of it. Oh no! It's God. What's God?
No. I don't want to give anything away, so I'll just say that I can give you a hint, but you must let me know. Yeah, there we go. That was it.
There's one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Since this game would be cool on mobile too.
I think that would be like, actually that's That's something that I think would work quite well as well.
Yeah.
To be able to port it to mobile, I'm not sure how much work that would be with Godot. But I've definitely been looking at getting this onto consoles, but ooh, that's expensive. And it's not that easy as like, yeah, Steam, you just need to sign up and make sure you pay the fee that you have to and get it going. But on a console, it's like they kind of have to curate you almost. Um,
Oh.
it's a bit harder getting onto console, but yeah, that and mobile, I know mobile does really well with small games. Um,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
have
the
a look here
aesthetics
at
and
the
like
stats.
the
Yeah,
lighting is great, right? I love the lighting too. That caught my eye real quick when we started playing.
yeah,
The pixel art caught my attention, and then after that, I was looking at the details of it. I was like, wow, definitely.
cool, nice, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, the pixel art was the bait for the trap, and then once you're in the game, it's like, haha, I got you now.
Right? Oh
so
no.
so this level, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
Okay.
it's one of the levels that I had the most fun in designing.
Ah. Okay, how so? What's the
The
inspiration of the
philosophy,
design?
I had a very specific philosophy without spoiling anything now. It was like start with only what you need, and then I like did a very minimum take on it. And after that, it was like, okay, cool. Now I've got what I need. Now let's flare it up to make it, a bit more interesting. And then I would like add a few things to flare it up, and it would enable so many new paths that I didn't think of. And it's like, well, this looks like I've made it to. It kind of feels like, oh, the dev obviously designed it for me to use it this way. It's so obvious that I need to do it in the following way. Once you like experience that path, and then I'm like, no, not really. That was by accident. Um, but yeah, you'll find that a lot in this level. It's like, it feels like I have to play it this way. I wonder why. And
Huh.
yeah, it was more by accident than by design.
Huh. Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
A level chasing the light in the dark would be fun.
Level chasing the light in the dark would be fun. That is a good concept. Like, yeah, have something you have to chase after.
Right?
Um,
Oh. Yeah, I can see that. Like it's all dark and you're just kind of, yeah, chasing that for
and
sure.
interestingly, that you mention it. In the earlier versions of the game, the candles didn't always relight. That's actually a very new feature. Um,
Ah.
and and it kind of affected the gameplay where it was a bit more frustrating. Where if you put out all the candles, you only can finish the level in a certain way.
Hmm.
Where now you kind of get the replayability within the same run for the people that just want to finish the level and don't care about the time.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and to me, it's like I always wanted to make the game rather more fun than frustrating. You just did it.
Oh my gosh.
Well done, well done. Yeah.
All right. Right. Yeah.
Um,
Totally. Sometimes you just
and what
gotta
you
go
just
for
did
it.
there, yeah, what you did there with the candles is like the intuitive part that you would think I did that by design, and it's like no, that was not by. It wasn't. I didn't design it so that you jump like that necessarily, but it is a cool way of playing it.
It is. That's
Um,
so much fun.
yeah. Um, and also, I'm noob when it comes to level design. I'm not sure if that's like something you can pick up while playing the game, but
How long
it's my
have you been
first time
doing?
at designing. Yeah,
How
yeah.
long have you
Uh,
been
so
designing? Sorry.
two platformer levels, literally as long as I've been building Cherry Jump, so that's a few months now.
Oh wow.
But before that, I did like build a little space shooter asteroids game, which doesn't have anything to do with level design. That's more just like game design principles. Um, so yeah, literally my only experience with platformers is the Cherry Jump. Um,
Uh,
But yeah, I think if I really get like good traction on the game, my ways forward would definitely be looking at mobile. When there's a bit more funds to spend to get it on platforms, it would be good.
I
Um,
hear that. I hear that.
but yeah,
I like the music for each level too. I like the crunchy noises she makes.
nice. I'm not sure if you've got the music on, but
Yes.
it's nice and soothing to hear a new song once you get from like you get frustrated by a level and then you go to the new level. It's a cool new song. The game is good again.
Right?
Yeah. um, but yeah,
Oh
plans for
no.
a level creator for non-developers. I see the question there in chat. I really have thought about building a level designer for people, like so that you like in game can design your own levels.
Mm,
Um,
right.
but to me, I can do that. I just didn't do that yet. Where for 30 people, that it doesn't feel like I'm gonna have anyone using it. But I mean, I've got a lot of things like that I would like to do if I hit my first 100 players or when I hit my first 300 players. And a level
Yes.
design is definitely on my list for first 100 people. Because I think if I've got 100 people playing the game, at least one or two people will attempt using a level designer. Um, so yeah, definitely.
Heck yeah.
But I mean, a level designer for myself now.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How
But
do you
yeah,
get in there? Wait a minute.
there are ways. So
Wait. Get me back down here.
it depends.
Ooh!
Yeah, it depends how long you want to take to get in there.
Right? True. I need all the
And
cherries on this one.
yeah, this level is for people like us, the
Oh
OCD
no!
type. I've built this level in a way where you can get to the end very easy. That's not a problem.
Great.
You can get all the cherries to some extent easy, but you can't do both of that in a quick time.
No!
Yeah.
Oh!
So it's about finding the balance for the best, satisfaction in the end of the day.
Right? This also reminds me of like, uh, oh my god, was it? I don't remember what I was about to say. This looks like it could be easy, but it's not.
Yes, yes.
It's also one of those.
I have to lure people in somehow. You first do it with the art, then with the music, make it look like a kid's game. It is a kid's game, but I mean, yeah.
Right. No. Nope. No, give me in.
So there's a way where you finish this level by like doing M's, doing arches with like up and down M's. Not sure if it makes sense what I'm saying. Um,
Yes.
but it's an interesting way of finishing it, and it always lets me think I've got the yellow golden M's, in McDonald's.
Right.
But
True.
yeah, yeah.
Huh? Huh? Jesus. Jesus. Get me back up there. Okay. Okay.
You did the triple I now, yeah, the triple jump essentially.
Ah. Okay.
How much McDonald's was bought during the development of this game? 4 months worth. Yeah, definitely more than once. But yeah, the the fast food train, you know, or I've seen this meme where it's especially for developers where it's like coffee in, software out,
Oh.
and I can confirm that is true. Yeah,
Did I get it all? No.
almost, so almost.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it's like that one, and then it's all the way down, almost.
There you go. I made it. Yes.
Nice. Oh, nice.
I'll take it.
I mean, if it works, uh,
So tell me a little bit
yeah,
about the music. How did you pick? I know you said that's the one thing that shout out you because you're
yeah,
solo
yeah.
dev, right? That you got outside help for. So how
Yes,
did you put?
yes.
Yeah, how did you put
So
together this
I
type of
I had a
music?
I had like you'll see that's part of my philosophy is to have design rules in almost in everything that I do. But I had like a few rules in terms of the songs that I picked, where it has to be something that starts with a bang. Where if you restart the level, you know, especially if you restart the level over and over and over, a very slow, silent, fadey intro is not gonna work. You need something that like starts well. So that was like one of the rules. The other rule was that you need to be able to listen to it quite a lot before you really get irritated by it, which unfortunately is very hard. Especially in a game like this where you restart the song over and over. No matter what song you pick, if you're gonna
Huh.
restart it over and over, it's gonna get yeti. So that was like another thing where try and find songs that are cool-ish that people want to hear for at least 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you know.
True.
And that kind of set the basis of the songs that I would pick. Um, and then I went to bensound.com, which is a great platform if you're looking for songs. And yeah, they basically have artists where you can like if you're gonna use it for commercial purposes, you just need to pay for it. But there is like also a free tier for it if you want to look at it. But like they've got really great people on there where I went for I wouldn't say cinematic, but the ambient kind of artists on that platform,
Okay.
and took a lot of their songs from there, and that's like unedited as is the music from Ben Sound, and it's I mean some people would argue and say it's not great. To me, it's really good, and especially for like um, I mean, for what I had to do to get it, I mean, was like really really worth it. Um, but yeah, and
That's good.
I mean, the idea was to get music as cheap as possible. Where in the future, if you do a game like this and I've got funds or whatever, um, to have an actual artist, one person or maybe two people to do your music is
Right.
a better approach in my opinion. Um,
Right.
the style would be more unique. It would be more in line. Where now currently between the levels you can kind of go between genres in the songs quite extensively. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the music.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Meow.
And this level vote was very dungeon-y inspired. But people like some people don't like this level from feedback. It's just you can get stuck on so many things.
Oh,
Um,
oh,
but yeah,
hello?
that
Oh
is that is a
my
fly platform. Yeah, yeah.
god.
It's a platform that took a lot of work to get it somewhere where you can control it. A lot of like in
Oh.
the beginning, it was very unstable, and you felt like the Green Goblin on it. But yeah,
That was
now it's a
so
bit more.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, and it's technically a free fly platform, so you can fly throughout the entire map if you can control it. Hey, look at that.
Nice.
Number 8. Yeah.
Number 8. We'll take it.
So, one thing I am picking up is
What is going
from a
on?
lot of people. No. I'm not, like, sorry, I'm not sure if you can hear me. My mic just spazzed out.
Okay. No. I
Um,
hear you.
but one thing that I've seen from a lot of people playing the game is when they look at the leaderboard, it's like, ah, damn, I'm not gonna get to that part of the leaderboard, and I'm like, shit, I need to do something to like, yeah, maybe like auto scroll down to your name on the leaderboard, is something that I'm thinking of. But yeah,
What is
7, I think,
your
yeah.
favorite level? Favorite. I know we played one
Ooh.
that you enjoy making the most, right? But not your favoriteest level. There's
So
30.
my
How many
favorite
levels are
favorite
there?
32 levels in the full game, and then in the demo there is 8 levels.
Ooh.
Yeah, I see the question here. How much coffee developing this game? Um, Way more than what I had to pay for my music. In terms of my favorite level,
Yeah.
not exactly sure what the number is, but I do know what it looks like. Um, it's between that one. Yeah, that would be my favorite. Well, the one that I'm gonna try and find now is my favorite level, where um, it's just because of the color choices, I would say almost. Um,
Ooh.
but
Let's
yeah, and then the
see.
one I think it was level 5 the one that I enjoyed like designing the most is kind of like my second favorite probably. Would you like to like see some of the other characters?
Oh yes. Please.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a spoiler, I guess, but
But you have the
um,
magical key.
I fairly unlocked them. People are always like, yeah, but you're the developer. How do I know your times are legit? I'm like, okay, fine. I'll implement the ghost and I'll show you it's legit. Which level gave you the biggest headache? Um, Definitely level 9 because that was the first level that I had to design after um after the demo because the demo I just focused on those 8 levels. And then I did so many things after that, being mechanics in the games and lighting and all of that. That when I had to get back to level design and to get back to the way I thought before, to keep it consistent was like I had a mental block. But I mean, after level 9, after that, it was just like back into the game again. Yeah, so having custom characters is something that I did think about really. Again, the traction on the game will determine how much time I can spend on it. And if there's like again, my first goal is 100 people playing the game. If I get 100 people playing the game, then it's like the next goal. And custom characters and like having items on Steam is definitely something I'm looking into. I do like learning the Steam API, and I did like the leaderboards through that. And to do, and also the achievements obviously, but I mean to do like items in on the Steam market is something I haven't done before. And I think you can buy like cool hats or cool skins, almost if you want to call it
Right.
that, for your characters.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you want to show some
uh,
concepts or anything like that?
yeah, I think so. I'm gonna send you this video. It's like a quite a long video that you can do with whatever you want to. And then
Okay.
while we, I mean, the stream is here, it's slow, so I can probably discuss snapshots of levels and things like that without having to actually play them.
Yeah,
um
totally. If you want to send it to me, I can share them on screen.
the first 8 levels is the first levels in the demo, and I made these first 8 levels long before I had made the rest of the levels, and there was like a bit of a pause between level 8 and 9. And I think the last level you played on was like level 7, which was the KV level.
Right.
Level 8 still has a bit of caves in it. It's still inspired by somewhat like that, and then a bit of a jump, like almost want to say a jump puzzle. Not really a jump puzzle, but essentially a bit of a way of getting on top. And like if you do it in the wrong way, it will take longer. And then after that, it was like, let's fix mechanics, let's do lighting, let's do. I think I changed the jump mechanics 3 times throughout the development
Oh
of the
wow.
game. And then eventually, when I like just ended on my final version of how I want the jumps to work and the the timing mechanics and all of that, then only I came back to level 9, and you can kind of see that in how the level looks. It's completely different from the other levels. It's got like this inner cave.
Should I play it? I can continue playing it on my end because it's like so close. We're like 7, 8, 9. I mean, we might as well. We
Yeah,
can.
actually, that's a really, really good idea,
Yeah, I
in my
can
opinion.
just do it and
Yeah,
just show
yeah,
show them on my end. Yeah, no worries. I
yeah.
need to do that. Let's
Cool.
continue then.
Perfect. Okay, awesome.
So we know what
So
you're talking about too.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, level 9 is basically a new concept that I tried with a little cave inside of the level. And all of the levels, even though it doesn't feel like that, and that's like by design, but all of the levels have the exact same boundary size. The width and the height of all levels are exactly the same. It's just the content inside that's different. And because of the way I designed those levels, some of those levels literally feel bigger and smaller, and it's quite cool to see what the effects of certain designs are. And yeah, level 9, not my favorite map at all, but it's an interesting map. Um, Let me just check here. Can I ask you to bring your Discord stream up again, please? Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. No, sorry about that.
Um,
I gotcha.
just in case you break the record, let me interrupt
Right.
you.
Of
um,
course.
and also just for interest's sake, the lighting in the game went through a few iterations as well, and we can like maybe have a. Yo, it's gonna be hard now with the stream that's so slow. But I mean, I've got things set up to be able to go through all the versions of the game, where you guys can see the original lighting and what it looked like and how bad it was. But yeah, yeah. Thank you, Schrodingers.
It's trying to share. No, I don't want to share that one.
This game looks very fun. Schrodinger's game cat said the game looks very fun. To me it is. Not everybody's cup of tea, but if you guys want to check it out, I mean there is a demo of it, and yeah, it is my first game, so I'm very critical of it. But let me know what you think. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Yeah.
This one, and then we'll get into the actual games. Yeah. All right. So let's. I'm gonna just try to get to level 7 where we were at.
Yep. Yep. So just for interest's sake, every level you can complete without having to candle jump or do anything fancy, but it obviously won't be the best time. It's just in the past when candles didn't relight, even if you did put out all the candles, like you could still finish the level.
Right.
But yeah,
I noticed, which is great. Like you can just, as long as you can get to the trophy.
yeah. For me, the big thing was when I watched people playing the game, like friends and all of that, I would focus on what made the game not fun. And having it to be too hard is like, it's not fun. But if you want to make it hard yourself and like go for all the cherries under a certain amount of time, go for it.
True.
But I'm not gonna force it down your throat.
That's great. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. The fly pad.
Fly pad. Ah! Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, damn. That was so cool.
I was gonna feel like Spider-Man.
uh, I'll make a Green Goblin. Nah, I'll probably have to pay license fees. But I'll make a Green Goblin-like character at some point when we do DLCs or do Steam Market items or whatever.
Oh my god, right?
Yeah, be a little cute Green Goblin floating around on the pad, you know. Another idea that I've also had, but like it's just pipeline dreams at this point, is to also have skins for your levels. Where I'm not sure if you play Dota or any other like games where you can buy skins for the actual environment.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I was thinking like that might be something where you could like Christmas theme your level, or you could like, you know, whatever theme, cyberpunk theme, on your level.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. But I mean, I first want people to, you know, want to play
Right.
the game before they want to have skins on the game.
Right, of course.
Yeah. So for I don't know if you want like spoilers on these levels, but if you start this level and you jump from candle to candle, like you did at the top, you
Yeah.
can do this throughout the entire level. You can jump candle to candle there and get all the berries, and then candle, 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 candle up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah. You can technically finish this level without touching the ground with all the cherries.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of the thing that the design philosophy like accidentally did for me.
That's great. I love that because it's almost like physics, but without physics. Because you
Yeah,
just did it
yeah.
by accident.
Yes, yes, exactly. If you build an environment and you put in a few sets of rules, then you can get um, quite cool phenomenons from that. So I'm not sure if you I might nerd out a bit now, but I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Game of Life, Conway's Game of Life. But it's essentially a zero-player game where there's like rules that govern the game, but you only set up the initial like game. It's a thing where you can like click a pixel on or off. So you've got like something that looks like paint, and you can draw in paint pixels on it, and then after that it becomes alive, where a certain pixel dies or turns off when it has too many or too little neighbors, or a pixel that's off but it has exactly 3 on pixels around it like kind of turns on, you know. So it's these very basic rules, and only 3 of them, that kind of determine whether or not a pixel turns on or off. And from these basic rules and this basic 2D environment where things can either be on or off, you literally get organisms, you get life that's born in this environment because you literally defined a few rules, and because everything has to play within these rules, you get these mechanisms, you get these organisms and things that like, yeah, it's for those who really like nerdy stuff. Conway's Game
Ah.
of Life is a deep rabbit hole to jump into. But yeah, and then you can like kind of extrapolate that into the world where you can be like, you know what, instead of 3 rules, let's have a few thousand physics rules that actually determines the world we live in. And all of a sudden there's organisms and things like that that can like evolve and yeah, exist. um, but yeah, that's just me being very
No, that's
very
awesome.
philosophical. Yeah.
Well, no, thank you for
Yeah,
sharing that.
yeah. Yeah, no, I can sometimes nerd out on things like math and yeah, stuff like this. It's quite cool. Well, it's cool to
Awesome.
me.
No,
I don't think
no, for
everybody.
sure. It
Yeah.
definitely is. Mm,
Oh damn. um, and if the fly pad is stuck for too long, it just self-destructs.
no. see. Where is the? Oh,
You're looking for that trophy.
yes. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
It's conveniently placed in a way where if you don't watch your footing, you might just fall back to the start.
Right. Oh, this is the new one. Okay. So this is
Yeah.
8. You were talking about a 8.
The last one of the demo, yes. So this is you'll definitely feel a different way of designing levels after this level. So all the 8 levels that you've played up until now kind of have a theme,
Yeah.
and after that you'll see that the design rules are a bit different.
Huh. Ah.
Oh no. Yeah, that's the little jump challenge that I talked about earlier, where it's like designed with a bit of a cave and a bit of a jump puzzle. And,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. But I didn't get all the.
The cherries now. You can continue if you don't have all of them, but I mean to get all the cherries just like puts you higher up on the leaderboard.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to be high up on the leaderboard?
I thought about a challenge that we can do. Just thinking with the streaming that's a bit difficult. It might not work, but if it works, it's cool.
Oh, okay.
Where we can both like agree on a level. You can basically pick the level. I don't care.
Okay.
And we try and do the best time, but every cherry that you get adds 1 second to my time, and every cherry that I get adds a second to your time. So if you get a very good time, like 3 seconds, but you don't collect any cherries, then I might get like 10 seconds, but collect 7 cherries and knock you down, kind of. But that's just an idea that I had. I don't know how feasible it is.
Ooh.
But yeah,
That would be fun if we could have figured out how to get your
the stream.
yeah, the stream. Ow. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That would be fun because then, yeah,
It's
that's a
kind of
fun. Yeah, it's different.
and like adding that in as a multiplayer option in the future might be an idea. I mean, you don't literally play against one another. You just see your friend's ghost, and you can like see the scores and yeah,
Yes, I
I'm attack
remember
one
you were
another.
saying that. Yes, that would be fun. So you probably have to. I see.
Would you like to
Hmm.
be spoiled about the like yeah I'm asking if I should spoil some of the achievements, the hidden achievements.
I mean, if you want to share some secrets, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So one of the there's like achievements that you can unlock in the game that's kind of hidden, but you can literally get out of the bounds in some levels where like outside of this orange bounds that you see. I'm not going to
Oh,
say where necessarily, but it is possible, and you can do it with all the characters. It's not like you need a specific character to be able to do it. And then there's another little secret where jumping doesn't start the timer, and
oh,
that kind of allows you to collect cherries before the timer starts in some cases, and it's well worth trying that to try and get the cherry before the timer starts. Well, I say it's well worth. It's an achievement, but yeah, it's a rare achievement that I think only I have at this point in time. Yeah,
uh, that's
but
funny.
yeah, you're currently on the level that's like the first level of the design philosophy almost.
Okay.
And also the background, the ice background didn't really, I don't really like it that well, that
The
much.
ice background?
So the blue with the little line that goes across that blue background on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as nice as the levels that's going to follow.
I see.
But definitely, yeah. I'm not sure if you can feel it in the level, but in these levels, but they look a bit different. They work a bit different.
Yeah, it's
They
almost like it's
encourage you,
starting to be a little bit different, like really like a little more intricate, I feel.
yeah, and promoting exploration more than the previous levels,
Yes. Yes. Ooh,
and making people ask, but why?
that's why.
Yeah, why is that in a gold box?
Huh. But why? This
I'm not
gold
gonna say
plate.
anything. Yeah, a musician never reveals his secrets. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna
True.
reveal some. Yeah.
Huh. Was there like any particular mechanic in the game that you like scrapped?
Any mechanic that I scrapped, yes. Well, not scrapped, but like redid. In terms of the jumping.
Mhm.
So the jumping in the beginning kind of really dependent on you touching the ground, and if you don't touch the ground, you can't jump, which in real life makes sense.
Right.
But in terms of playability and fun, it sucks. Why didn't my jump register? It's because naturally your brain jumps before you hit the ground. That's like our natural way of doing things. And if you press the jump button before you touch the ground, that's kind of what your brain does without you realizing. And it's literally a intuitive change that I had to do, where I said, you know what, we're redoing, and I literally deleted the entire jumping mechanic and redid everything. Where I said, you know what, from now on, if you press the jump button, we set a flag with a time connected to it. And then whenever
Mm.
you touch the ground and that flag is set, then you get boosted into the air. And then I said, okay, you know what, that kind of works because if I press jump and I said, I think it's 100 milliseconds, so it's quite long. It's quite, I think it's why the jump mechanics feel so smooth-ish, is you can like make mistakes and it will kind of forgive you and still jump and do what it needs to. But it's like 100 milliseconds that you've got before touching the ground that you can press the jump mechanic and it will still jump. And then the
Huh.
same kind of counts for afterwards, but that I mean was like on the third iteration of the jump, where if you did touch a surface at least 100 milliseconds before and you press the jump button now, you will still jump. So you can technically run off of a platform and just start to fall, and like within that first 100 milliseconds, if you jump, you'll still go up. You know,
Huh.
it's like almost like a little air jump.
Okay.
And it just makes things, you know, less frustrating. I think it was frustrating enough. You know, it's already frustrating enough in my opinion. Um, but yeah. So
Right.
yeah, the jump mechanics got redid a lot. Um, trying to think of something that I completely removed. Um, not really that I like. Everything that bothered me, I just redid.
No,
But yeah, definitely
that
the
makes
lighting
sense.
went through a few passes.
Right.
In the beginning, all of the lights or all the candles were static, so they didn't flicker. They just like had a little circle around them, and you could see the circle. It looked like a little paint circle that was like blotched around the candle that did lighting, and the shadow of the character was these hard lines, these hard shadows from that circle. So after that, I added like flickering to the lighting. I changed the colors of the lighting a bit to look, you know, a bit less soft. It looked like fluorescent instead of candles. And also the edges of the shadows are no longer these hard edges. They kind of fade now to it fades in.
Huh.
So yeah, that's kind of a part that I reworked a lot as well. But the jumping definitely took the took the cake. um,
Yeah, I mean the jumping definitely is very smooth.
cool,
I
cool. Thank
quite
you for
enjoy it. It makes it so much for sure, so much more fun if it's like it feels like dead weight, you know what I mean? So like when you said like if you have just a second more to right before the jump, a millisecond,
Yep, yep.
it doesn't feel like dead weight anymore.
Yes, exactly. I'm happy to see you did that very quickly, intuitively. The camera path. Yeah,
Yeah, this
was
is fun. This part kind of, hey,
I I designed this level definitely with the candles first, and then I filled in the bricks and everything.
oh, nice.
No.
No.
Good, good. Um,
Oh, 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 no.
ah.
I just, uh, why does it do that?
There we go.
Okay. Uh,
Nice.
where do
Yeah.
I want to go? Where do I want to go? Here. Oh, no. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, the special one over there.
Yeah. Sneaky.
Sneaky. That's right.
Yeah, and that there is one of the hardest cherries to get with a good time, because you can get an amazing time on this map if you just leave that one cherry.
True. That makes sense.
Nice.
Pew! Write it on the map. Let's
Yay.
go.
So I think I'm trying. Sorry, the screen. Oh, there we go. Cool. Sorry, my screen just sometimes passes out, but it's probably my network. Um, but yeah,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh. That's how many people joined our raffle.
nice. Yeah, so this is Candlewick. He has the ability to reuse candles without having to wait for them to relight. So they're like in
Ooh.
that blue state where you can immediately reuse them if you want to.
Ooh.
Um, and then you'll also see on the left there's the candle counter. Now, that's something I removed. Actually, now that I think about it, that's something I did remove from the game. Was the candle counter on the left hand. It will show you how many candles have you put out, and like especially with Candle Week, you can put out the blue ones as well, and that's kind of one of the ways you unlock certain achievements and unlock certain characters. And yeah, it's just a point at the point now where we relight candles, so having a candle counter at the top didn't really make sense. So now it's just more a case of you have to put out all of the candles everywhere at least once
Oh,
um,
wow.
for it to count. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
The eraser mouse.
nice. Yeah.
Wow, look at how
um,
fast he plays, y'all. Holy hell.
but to be fair, again, this level was also designed with the candles first, and then it's like you can just like use the candle path and go all the way up. um,
My goodness.
the
Well,
the
yeah.
the the background images, like those little squares or whatever that you're seeing now,
Right.
um, is also just a basic pattern that repeats, and they all have their own little design patterns as well. Where in level 9, it's very ugly, it still bothers me. And you'll see as the levels progress, the way I did those
Mm.
repetitive patterns in the background
Yeah,
just
it's a
got a
little
bit better.
different. Yeah. I
Yeah,
see
and
what
it
you're
gets a
saying.
little bit better, I hope. But yeah,
Dimension.
yes, yes. And now I was just literally playing all of the characters here and there, and just to get different types of content. Um,
That's
like
so
that
cool.
kind
Look,
of
I love the
exciting.
colors, the gradation.
Yeah,
So pretty.
my favorite character because of that. Well, second favorite. Yeah. So this level is quite interesting, level 16. It's a level that I designed with the Green Goblin in mind, where it's a quite big open level with a fly platform, and you could just like fly that whole level through. Um, but yeah, level 17, just speed running it now.
Right?
Level 18, a bit of a nuclear reactor concept design in the
Oh,
middle.
wow.
And then yeah, just I think I wanted to get to a specific level for something, and then I just like ran through the levels to get to where I needed. Um, a nice thing that you can do if you really want to speed run is as soon as you jump on the jump pad, you can immediately in air jump on a candle like I did there, and you just like add the speed of the candle to your already move, your already jump. Not sure if that makes
Oh.
sense, but yeah.
Wow.
Oh
What the
no.
hell?
I got
Oh,
stuck between the fly pad there. But yeah, using the jump pad to get around. Um, and this is like the traditional way, I would say, of doing the level. Um,
oh my god. So why cherries?
so why cherries? The asset pack had a lot of fruits that um kind of like yeah that I could use. It was just the cherries kind of stood out for me as um I don't know. I think when I was a kid, cherries just used to be the collectible, of most of these types of things. Coins, yes, but cherries kind of like yeah, felt like it stood out. There were like bananas and all these kinds of other fruits that didn't really, I don't know, sit well with me. I think it's maybe my preference of the fruit more than anything else. Um,
That's
yeah,
great.
and
Yum.
this is a cheesy level, level 21.
Oh,
Uh,
this
well,
frog.
yeah. And the cool ability of the frog is he can like stick to walls and jump from
Oh.
walls. So yeah. The guy that you're seeing now is Blink, this character. He
Uh-huh.
has the ability to teleport back to where he last jumped. Um, not spoiling too much what the controls are for it,
Right,
but
right.
but yeah, he. By the way, this is my favorite level.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's pretty.
yeah, and it's like it feels like a it's yeah an interesting level to speed run. There's so many places you can get stuck, so many ways of doing it. Um, I think you are watching my fastest path now. That little ghost, a very technical level, but I mean, if you get to the point where the skills are there, it's just fun.
Oh,
Um, and even just like trying to get all the cherries on this level is a fun challenge on its own. Um,
oh my god.
yeah. Uh,
Crazy.
I think at some point I just wanted to get to the top. Yeah. Oh damn,
No.
no. Yeah.
There it is.
And I think this level I really wanted to showcase in the trailer.
Oh,
But yeah. Do-do-do-do.
that's quick.
Yeah. Looking at it now, I'm like, how did I do that?
Right?
No. Yeah. And like you've seen now, if you change the leaderboard and look at different leaderboards and then go to the next level, you kind of, or restart, you kind of select your character. So you don't have to go all the way out just to change characters. But it's not
Ooh,
something that I'm like gonna pop in your face and be like, oh, this is possible. You kind of can like experience or discover that. Um,
that's great.
yeah. And this level was also designed with a frog in mind, as you can see.
Yes, like
um,
all of it, all the walls.
yeah, the mine shafts idea, going back to a bit of the level 7 and 8 philosophy there. Um,
Wow,
yeah, I think I'm
wow,
literally just speedrunning the levels now.
for real.
um, Once I was done with this level, I noticed that this little cave looks like a guy doing a karate kick, flip 90 degrees. But yeah.
That's so funny. It's
Um,
like you're building it so up close, so when you see it from afar, all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute,
I made an image.
right?
Yeah, yeah. And this one was definitely inspired by a tree. So you've got like this tunnel, and then there's like a tree. But
Ah, that's
yeah,
cool.
I think this is level 30, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's 30.
So the last three levels I kind of placed at the end for being the hardest. At some point, the order of the levels were different, and I was like, wait, I can't have this hard level so early, so I just moved things around a bit. Um, but yeah, this looks like an easy level, but it's deceitful. It's
I mean, your
yeah.
skills on that was something else.
Yeah, but I mean, I only went for the end there. I didn't even collect the cherries. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But
Sweet.
yeah, there's me playing the game.
Wow. Wow. Well,
um,
thank you for at least we got to see you play something. That was
some
awesome.
yeah, some skill. No, I'm kidding.
No,
I
100%
don't think
skills.
I don't think I'm that good at the game at all. Um,
I mean, you were on that leaderboard. There was a couple times I saw. I was like, wait a minute, somebody wanted to be number one all of a sudden. So I
no.
saw you in second place. I was like, you might want to go through those levels again.
Yep. Yep. Uh, I, I, there's this one guy on my Discord that literally every time that he beats me, he posts it on the Discord. He's like, haha.
That is funny.
Yeah, yeah, but that's cool. And then he usually uses my path. He doesn't have his own path. He takes my path. But that's fine. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, all right.
Um,
So, this next we'll keep it going. We'll play our trivia. It's kind of like a true or false, and you'll both get to have a chance to guess. So you can guess, and we'll have the chat also guess along with you, and then we'll
oh,
figure out why you chose what you chose.
cool, cool. And no googling.
Yeah, no googling.
Yeah. With the
Uh,
one. like one of the people that I work with, we sometimes do due guesser just to like break the mood, the tense mood in the meeting or whatever.
Right.
And then when we get onto due guesser, it's always like, are we allowed to Google? It's like, no.
Cannot Google.
Yeah, yeah. Literally, like when you have to get the position, they just Google company names. Like, oh, here's an ad for a company. Let's Google them. Oh, this is where they are. It's like, no, that's cheating.
Right. Yeah, no cheating.
Ooh.
The first question is true or false? Okay, before I jump in. Basically, this is gonna be all about cherries.
Okay,
And
nice,
so we're gonna go through our test of cherry knowledge with a few fun
nice.
facts. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully we can stump you with some cherry facts here. True or false? Uh, cherries belong to the rose
Long
family.
two. Hmm. Okay, I've got my answer typed in chat, but I'm not pressing enter yet. You can let me know when. Well, you said it's gonna be a
Well,
poll, right?
yeah, there's a poll up on top. Do you see it? There's a current poll. You just drop
Uh,
down
there we
on
go.
the yeah, and then you can type in true or false,
Okay.
and then
Yeah, I'm voting. Yeah.
so okay, all right. So chat is thinking 50-50 right now. What are you thinking, Anaconda?
I'm thinking it's false.
Is false. Okay, so it is actually true. Cherries are part of the
Hmm.
rose. I don't even know how to say this. Rosa say family, like roses, part of the roses.
Okay.
Yeah,
Part of the same
yeah,
genome. That's quite interesting.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I guess you can have like rose tea or rose hip tea. Rose
Yeah, I think so.
hip. Right.
False. I don't eat roses, so no go.
True or false? Cherries can explode if you microwave them.
Interesting. I know eggs can.
That
Um,
sounds like by experience.
yeah, well, luckily not myself, but I've seen a lot of videos where people are like, "Yep, don't
Oh
do it."
no. Don't do
I
it.
think, yeah, microwave an egg and then throw somebody with it. No, don't.
Don't do that. Ow. Hot egg. Uh,
Uh,
all
yes,
right, you
because
guys.
explosions are fun. Great.
So result we got two true. We got true in the chat.
Oh.
What do you think?
No, I think if you microwave them, they will just like cook. I don't think they're gonna pop.
Like mush up, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be safe to microwave cherries. I'm sorry. Nostalgic.
Actually, it is true. The pit can cause pressure to build up and that will
No.
explode. So chat was
No.
right. Yeah. So it's the seed. So I guess we can microwave them if it's seedless,
Oh, fair, fair.
right? I would think.
Yeah.
That's what I would automatically think. I'm like, it was just turned to mush. That's what I think.
That's why
Yeah.
cherry jam is so expensive. It's very difficult to make. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You have to put them all in microwaves. It's a dangerous job. Yeah, kind of like popcorn. That makes sense. Like the little tiny popcorn, it just pops like that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. All right. True or false? Anaconda. All cherries are red.
Mm. I'm, let's see if I can stick to my being wrong trend here. I'm kidding. That's an interesting one. And I assume something that's like dark red does not count as red, or does it? I'm not sure. Um,
How many types of cherries do you think you've had in your life? Or have you had your fair share amount of cherries, you think?
I mean, I've only had of the one type though, but
Oh.
I've had my like yeah I've had my fair share, but like I'm trying to think now. The cherries that I had, how many of them were real cherries, and how many of them were these, ones that you get like on cake? Um,
Like
uh,
maraschino cherries.
yeah, I think so. It might be like the fake ones, the sweet ones, but yeah.
Mm.
Um,
Alex says no
um,
Googling. No
yep.
Ask Jeeves.
Okay, nice, nice. The chat.
All right. What do you guys think? They think is false. What do you think?
Um, I think you get like something. Yeah, I don't think you only get red or even dark red. I think you get more extreme colors than red cherries.
So that is true. That what you're saying is yes. That you're correct. I should say.
Yeah.
You're correct. False.
Nice.
Cherries
Cool.
can also be yellow, pink, and even black.
Nice, nice. Because I
Right.
was thinking, I'm gonna say like, yes, they can be more than just red because dark red, and then it's like no. But that's yeah, that's quite cool.
Yeah, different colors. I've seen the yellow ones, like the yellow, like off yellow, and it's almost like gradient to red, almost.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, yeah,
Tomato color almost.
yeah, yeah. Nature. Yeah. All right. Here's the next one. We have um the largest cherry pie ever made weighed more than 10,000 pounds. How much is 10,000 pound in kg? You probably
Ew.
use kg, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So
That's about 4,500 freaking kilograms.
kg, yeah,
Yeah.
just under 50,000 kilograms is like 50 tons. Um, False. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say. I shouldn't say. I should wait for the chat. Sorry,
No, it's
but
okay. You can. You're open
yeah,
to say yours first because you don't know what the chat says, so it doesn't sway you, you know? So
as long as I don't sway them,
true, you can sway each other. Well,
uh,
this yeah, black cherry is so good. Yeah, black cherry drinks.
nice.
Yeah, you want
Ooh,
cherry pie now. I want cherry pie too.
yeah.
All right.
And
You think it's false? And
yes,
chat thinks it is true. The correct answer is it is true. There is a cherry pie that was made that is over 39,000 pounds.
did they feed a town?
They
Yo,
better. Yo, right?
yo, that's big.
That's 17 kilograms. That's 17,690 kilograms. Holy crap.
It's a lot. It's more than my car. It's more than the truck. Most trucks even. No, maybe not. Maybe not.
39,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot. It only fed one person.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Um,
next one we got is cherries were once banned in France because they were considered unlucky.
I would believe that.
Why so? Or how? Why do you think they were banned? Or how so?
I do think that the French can sometimes like be overreactive in superstitious laws.
Mm,
Um,
is there like a superstitious French law out there?
well, I wouldn't say law specifically, but I do
Oh.
know that like the locks that they put on the bridge is
Oh.
like very. I wouldn't say superstitious, but it's like um yeah, they kind of like those kind of things. I don't know. I'm probably
Right.
wrong, yeah.
Right.
But I
Right.
do think that they would
They have
like
their
go as far as
superstitious
yeah.
folks. So the chat says false. Dev says true. The correct
Yeah.
answer is false.
No. I've got one right thus far. That's cool.
It's
Nice.
okay. It's okay. Eating too many cherries can turn your tongue red for days.
Days. I'm gonna be wrong on this one, but I'm gonna say false. Yeah. I'm probably gonna be yeah.
I feel like it's not fair because you're saying that we said that there were more of a different color
Ah, it can turn
cherries.
it, yellow for days. Ah, great. But like the part that gets me is for days. Like I don't know how long it can
Oh,
stay in your tongue, you know?
true. Have you had anything that stayed on your tongue for days?
No, no.
That's true.
Thinking the worst that I had was like the Zappas and the stuff like that.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm. The chat says is false. They voted,
yeah.
and the correct answer is false. It'll just stain it for a little bit, but it won't for days. The cherry blossom tree produce edible cherries.
I know this one, so I'll wait for chat. No, I don't know this one. This now I'm very confident in my answer, and then it's gonna be like, mm.
Well, then you have to tell yeah, you have to tell me why. Or how do you know this one? Have you ever been to Japan?
So no, no, I haven't been to Japan, but I've seen a cherry blossom in South Africa. Somebody that like planted it. I don't know if it's legal or not in our country, but I've seen one guy that like planted it, and it looks very beautiful. And it's like only once a year that it's like very very nice. And yeah, but
Yeah.
look at me being wrong. I'm gonna say false, but look at me being wrong.
Wait, they don't have
uh,
they do they produce cherries? Cherry blossoms?
no,
Tree
I don't think
produce
so.
edible cherries. Do they?
No,
What do you think? What do you think, chat?
yeah.
Let's see. Let's see what chat says.
uh,
Chat says false. All right, so both the
Yay!
dev and the chat says false. And the correct answer is false. It's an
Oh,
ornament cherry tree, so like the ones in Japan, they don't produce any edible fruit at all.
why was it
Alright.
called a cherry blossom? Because of the
Right?
pink.
Yeah,
I
good.
wonder. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, why is it called a cherry blossom?
Um, but yeah,
Um,
definitely a nice looking tree.
says the world record for the most cherries eaten in 1 minute is over 100 cherries.
I could beat that. No, I'm kidding.
I love cherries. No
uh,
problem.
yeah, as if the rules are they can be like, if the pits are removed, right?
Dev says he could
Mm.
beat that.
Yeah.
All right,
What
poll
does the
ended.
chat
What do
say?
we think? True. And then they had diarrhea for a week. Oh no. Yeah, you mean you can't overindulge and everything, right? So what did you say it was?
Yeah, I would say
Pentagon.
it's more than 100.
More
Yeah.
than 100. Okay, so both the chat also say is over 100. The correct answer is false. It's about actually 80. And
80
it's
cherries.
yeah, achieved by a
Um,
competitive eater too.
okay, okay. How
Wow.
in my head it can't be that much.
It's another record we can break together.
Yeah, yeah. But I would like to de-pit them and like take the stems off beforehand, or is that like part of the. But yeah.
Uh, you guys ready for this one? In ancient Rome, cherries were used as currency. True or false?
Hmm. They were very particular about their fruit. I think, yeah, I don't think they used it as a currency.
Have you ever been to Rome or ever want to go?
Not Rome specifically, no. But like I do have I really do like the European history.
Half and half. It's a tie in chat. What do you think?
Hmm. I'm still thinking no.
Still thinking
Uh,
no. All right.
yeah, because they kind of like their coins, didn't they?
No. Okay. All right. So tie in chat. Deb says false, and the correct answer is false.
Eee.
Yay! Yeah, cherries
Yeah,
were enjoy as food, but they weren't used as currency.
yeah, and I think they kind of made trade a big thing. Like, yeah, I could be wrong. Yeah.
Cherries, true or false, contain melatonin, which helps you sleep.
Wow.
True
Mm,
or false, y'all? What do you think?
um.
Yeah, but melatonin is like something that's in chemical, I think, in your brain
Oh.
that like you naturally produce. And it helps relax you.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of like certain teas to help you kind of relax.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, well, I mean, if cherries are part of the rose family and teas are rose, then it possibly could, yeah.
So we got true in chat. Dev says true. The answer is true. Sorry,
Hey,
wrong button.
that scream. But
Cherries,
yeah.
especially the tart ones, are naturally source of melatonin, so they will help you
Oh,
sleep. True or false? The word cherry comes from the Greek word for sweet fruit.
you said that it's from the Greece word. Greek.
Yeah. True or false?
I'm gonna go for false on this one, but it's 50-50. No,
Mm.
I don't know. I know they're familiar. Oh, they like the creators of the cheesecake. I think I could be wrong here too.
Oh.
But yeah, I think yes. But does it mean that in Greek? I don't know. I'm still gonna go with no there.
Okay. So chat says true, Dev says false. And the correct answer is true.
Oh, nice.
It's derived from the Greek word karosos, karosos, karosos. I'm gonna type it in chat.
Okay, okay.
English is hard. Kerosos?
Let's
Anaconda
see.
here. Some American history. Let's see. George Washington
Ah,
planted
yeah.
the first cherry tree in America.
Oh,
Um,
interesting. Interesting. I'm just seeing Davey's wrong again. Sorry, Cherry Jump Master. Yeah. Um, I know apple trees were a big thing in the US, right? I'm not sure
right.
about the cherries, but this is gonna be a coin flip. But yeah, I've I've got my answer. It would make sense for a leader to be like, "Look, we're bringing this in here, and this is the first one, and it's like the inauguration or whatever." No, that's like a president, but like this is like the official wara wara of the first cherry tree, and it would be the yeah. I mean, I could be
So,
wrong here, but I'm not that. Yeah.
so you said true, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Possibly the president would plant the first one as
Right.
like a.
Let's see. So chat says false, and Deb
I'm gonna be wrong
says
again.
true. The correct answer is false. The story about George
Yeah.
Washington and the cherry tree is just a myth. Cherries can help reduce muscle soreness after exercise. True or false?
It would help. So it would probably help like with antioxidants or something, like take something out of your body um, to help with the soreness.
What's benefits
Hmm.
of eating cherries? Do you know? Are there like
None.
bunch of benefits of eating cherries? I'm sure there is like a fruit, right? Like any fruit.
Yeah, there's always benefits with eating the right amount, I guess, of cherries or fruits. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just would that now that list include, you know, I mean, yeah, to me it would make sense.
What we got? Oh, it's a tie with chat. And Deb says
Ooh,
true, right?
yeah, yeah.
And the answer is true.
Mm.
Yay! They have anti-inflammatory properties. And the very, very last one, which I can't wait. And I put this as the very last one too. Very last true or false trivia for the evening with Anaconda. Here we go. There is a national cherry spitting championship held every
Mm.
year. True or false? So what do you think they do? Do you think
I
they
mean,
like
to me,
stand in
that
a line and like
yeah.
just
So in in South Africa, we've got this thing. This is kind of why I think it's true, right? But this is just me explaining why. In South Africa, we've got this thing that's called bokdrolspoeg. Now, what that basically means is like you go pick up dung from like bucks, like springbuck or whatever. If you're like on a farm where there's wild animals, and it's these little balls. It's like small balls of, and it tastes like grass, right? And you put it in your mouth, and then you just like blow, and it's grass, so it's very light. It doesn't go far at all. And then the competition is to see how far you can blow and then, like spit it essentially. And because we are willing to do that with like dung, I'm pretty sure the cherries is something that like yes, it's not that bad.
That's not that, not that bad. Oh my god. Is I'm not putting dung in my mouth to spit. I just let others win.
Yeah, and it's
Oh
like
my god. Oh my
especially
god.
with like school tours, and you would go somewhere with a school, and like they would like have these challenges for the kids, and it's like yeah, everybody that wants to do it is welcome, and then it's only like a few boys like yo, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be tough.
The result is in. Chat says true. Dev says true. And
Yeah.
the correct answer is it is true. Yay!
Yay.
It is actually
Nice.
held in Michigan, USA,
And
every
then
year.
do you spit the entire cherry or do you like only spit the pip?
I think it's the pit. I think they have to eat the cherry,
Cherry.
spit the
Yeah.
pit, right? I would think. So future plans. I know you mentioned a couple of updates, or depending on how many people we got playing your game. The wish list it, y'all.
Yeah.
Check
Yeah.
out the demo. It is only $1.99 on Steam. It came out on November 26th, I believe, of last year.
It
So it's a
did. Yeah.
fairly new game. Make sure to follow Anaconda on Twitter. Of course, there's Discord and their Twitch as well. So yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
do you have any events planned that are coming up? I know Steam Fest is coming up. Anything with that or
So at the moment, I already had my Steam Next Fest, so I can't put Cherry Jump in it again.
mm,
But other than just like normal Steam special events that's like gonna come on where we'll be on promotion, I don't really have anything specific planned in terms of festivals.
okay.
But future plans for the game is definitely dependent on the amount of people that want to play it. So I've put myself like I gave given myself certain goals where if there's like 100 people that play the game, then I'm gonna add in my next 8 or next 16 levels, which will then be new songs, new everything, just like a continuation of the game a bit more. And then that's also the point where I'm going to start looking into doing things for the Steam community market. So it's going to be skins, it's going to be probably theming your levels, all kinds of stuff like that. But obviously, I want the community first before I start building stuff for the community.
Right.
Um, so yeah, that's that. In terms of Cherry Jump, that's kind of where I'm looking, and also bringing in a bit more of a multiplayer experience, a bit more of getting people to play the game together. At the moment, it feels a bit. I'm just running my own times and trying to beat it, and that's kind of all that's fun in it.
Mm,
But if we can, like, yeah, if I can bring in multiplayer, it would be nice. But it has that same thing of I first need the community.
right, right.
Yeah, if the game reaches 1,000, I mean, by that time it's gonna be a lot more levels. It's probably gonna be looking at something like Cherry Jump 2 or whatever. But um, yeah, um, that's I don't realistically think it will get to that point. But for me, it's like,
You never
at
know.
first yeah, that's true, that's true. My first expectations when I obviously started out learning Godot was, if I can sell 10 games on Steam, 10 copies, then I'm happy. And I mean, it got to like 30 sales, and that's cool. That to me is like, it's not a lot, but I mean, it's a really good amount for what I set myself out to try and achieve. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind of the
yeah.
future for Cherry Jump. And then in terms of the future of game development in general,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
um, I am playing with different concepts and like working on concept art for new games, new ideas. But the odds of a concept turning into an actual game is very low. But I mean, I've got a bit of things that I can share or whatever, but it's only concept art at this point in time. Um,
Gotcha.
but yeah, yeah.
Hmm, all right. I know, being you're a solo dev. Um, I know you've started somewhat new. How has it been? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's I think I'm because I'm a programmer by day, picking up the new game engine, picking up Godot was for me very very relatively easy and not frustrating. Where I know if other people pick up game engines, you really need to push through that frustrating part before you start enjoying it. And for
Right,
me, luckily, it's been really good.
right,
Godot has been treating me very well, and because I understand programming concepts, to take it and then just to build a new tool, to build a new framework or whatever, it's technically the same. It's just a different language. Um, and I kind of felt at home with it. So yeah, the development of it side of it was fun, but I like the learning part. Other people find that tedious. For me, it's fun.
that's the fun part.
Um,
Yeah.
and obviously, I would find myself, doing something like cooking and being thinking about how the game mechanics and be like, what would work if I try wada. Oh yeah, and then after making the food, I'm like, okay, I'll eat the food while I implement it, and like I literally rewrote the jump mechanics like that the one time where it's like I got this idea and it's like, well, that's fun for me, to kind of think about things like that and to be able to then modify the game, I'm trying to think like, um, yeah, to what I had in my head. It's kind of fun
Right,
to see that realized then.
right,
Um, but
right.
yeah, yeah. And the community is
Yeah,
great. I really enjoy the community of especially the indie game dev community.
yeah,
The people playing your game are like they're there, and like some people leave bad reviews, but then you need to read and need to listen to them because yeah, even though you did 99% of it good, that 1% that they didn't like is the rough edge that you need to look at. It's the rough edge that you need to work on.
right.
So the community was really great. The streamers are great. The other devs are really helpful and like really, really pleasant to work with. And yeah, I really enjoy the community and to see how they would pick up the game and play it. Because in my head, it's like it's obvious. There's a candle. Jump when you touch the candle, and it's like
Right,
no, it's
right.
not obvious. It's really not. And I would see a lot of people miss it, and I'm like, okay, wait, I need to redesign the first level so that people know you can jump on the candle. And I used to like put the words "jump here" at the top, and
Oh,
it's like people would then go and then jump on the jump pad that's
right,
like below the candle, below the words. And I'm like, no, I'm talking about the candles. And
right,
then that's where I kind of like added the arrows like pointing to the candle.
right,
And you'll still see people focusing on what is the game, what am I supposed to do? Like collect cherries or what is this timer thing? So they miss everything in front of them. They miss the words jump here and the arrows. So they like play it up sometimes up till the third level, and then they still haven't realized that they can candle jump. And it's like level 3 is a cool level if you candle jump because you can do a really cool path with a candle
Right,
jump there.
right,
But
right,
if you don't know about candle jumping, you just like,
right.
oh, you can jump to this platform, to that platform, and yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was quite interesting, and I must say, watching people play your game,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like you were saying, you're having input from other game developers. I bet that is uh from your own peers, that's gold to have.
yeah,
Um
that's true.
is is there any advice that you would give to, like, possibly future folks that might want to get into game developing, or like get into indie developing games in the industry?
Yeah, definitely from my experience is being able to program really helps. And to learn to program and to learn to write games is the same learning curve. It's just a different theme of it. So push through learning how to program. And it's not that's the least fun part. It's like you really need to practice and like put time into it. But once you push through how to program and once you can program and just like do general programming, then picking up a new language becomes fun because then it's like I would have done it in the following way. Oh, look, Godot does it in this way. That's very similar, but they have different techniques, and then you find these techniques interesting rather than tedious to learn. Um, so definitely be a programmer. It will help you develop games. If you don't want to learn programming, the game development path will be really, really hard.
Mm,
But in the end of the day, I think the biggest tip would be don't give up. Um, my thing is 2 hours a day. So I've got my day job, and after that, I have to give 2 hours a day to learn
dedicated.
something, to whatever. Yeah, and cherry jump for like 3 4 months were 2 hours, maybe a bit more every day, and you know what? It was a good break away from work. Still
That's awesome.
programming, which I really enjoy,
Right.
but yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, you all heard it here, y'all. You guys want to get
Yeah,
into programming? Does anyone
yeah,
walk?
definitely.
Somebody says, wait. Alex says, game developing sounds fun, but definitely challenging.
Yes.
Game
And
Kess, go ahead.
no, no, I'm just thinking being challenged in life is really nice to have. To be able to
True,
have challenges throughout life is good.
true. Facts. I agree. I agree. I think that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing to be challenged, for sure.
I think everyone, well, the brain is a muscle, and like um you're not born that way. You know, people aren't born intelligent. You you work, you practice the muscle, right? And like if you practice the ability to learn stuff, it also just gets easier over time. So every time that I read or see something like my brain can't, I'm kind of inclined to tell the person that no, you can. You really can. It's just like a matter of time and practice. That's all it is. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, much a
Well,
pleasure. Yeah, and thanks for the chat and everyone, and you especially for hosting this. Um, yeah, it's really cool speaking to everyone, and seeing the interest is really nice. Like, so yeah, thank you for all of your efforts. I really think this is gonna go far. If you said this is your first one, so I
yeah.
really think this is gonna go far. That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, huge thanks, Danica, for sharing your whole journey. It's